Hey, what's up guys? You got something very exciting today, something that I've had in my possession for a while, but I figured since I have all of these old toys, I might as well start doing something with them instead of just having them sit here collect dust on a shelf. And this one is one of my favorites, one of the ones I had when I was a kid. Clearly this is not my original, but this is the DC Comics superhero Superman figure from Toy Biz. This figure was released in 1989. This is one of the more rare of these DC Comics superhero figures. I don't know why that is. I don't know if just there's not a lot of Superman figures out there, or if it's just because Superman is, well, Superman. But this figure is actually really cool. It comes with a cape that detaches. It comes with a ring, and you're going to wonder what that ring does. And no, I'm not going to open this, but I am going to show you what it does, because it just so happens that I have my original figure from when I was a kid. Here it is, Superman, as you can see, very heavily played with. The logo is completely worn off on the chest. The limbs are kind of very loose, but the cape, it does still have the Superman logo on the back, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you can take the cape off. Has this little plastic ring that kind of adjusts. I don't want to go too crazy with it because it probably will snap, but it goes right around his neck. And any of the characters in this Toy Biz DC superhero line, like Batman and Robin, both have capes exactly similar to this. But the thing with the ring, as I was saying, is inside of Superman, and in each one of the DC superhero figures, if you've had any of them, they all come with some sort of an action or an accessory of some kind. Like Robin chops, Batman has a batarang on his belt, or his belt detaches to become like a grappling hook. Everyone has their own special thing, but Superman has a magnet inside of his chest, and in the kryptonite ring is the opposite polarity magnet. And if you stand Superman up, the magnet pushes him over to obviously simulate that Superman is being injured and is weak to kryptonite. So there you go, you set Superman up, you get the kryptonite ring, down he goes. But yeah, as I said, this is one of the more rare figures. This thing will probably run you over $100 if you get it in package. I shouldn't say probably. This thing will almost certainly run you over $100 to get it in package. Loosely, I mean, yeah, you could probably find it 30, 40 bucks maybe, depending on the condition that it's in. Like I said, mine here is very, very heavily played with, because as most kids back in the 80s and 90s, we played with our toys. Yeah, this one, you know, it would still probably fetch me about $20 to $25 if I tried to sell it, especially if you have the ring, which I can only imagine most of these are probably long gone. I know when you look online and you find these figures loose, the capes are usually missing. You know, any accessories they have are usually missing, which, you know, of course, as a kid, you that's the first kind of stuff that gets lost. But yeah, here you go. Here's the Superman figure. I mean, the colors are far more bright and vibrant on the one that has not been opened ever. And the packaging on these things were very, very cool. As you can see here, this originally was from Toys R Us with a $3.99 price tag. I would love to know when the actual date of this was, but yeah, you have the DC Comics superhero logo, the little bio just explaining who Superman is. You have a newspaper clipping kind of giving a little story about them. And of course, it also shows all the other figures in the line, which right here you have Wonder Woman and Lex Luthor, Penguin and the Riddler, Robin and Mr. Freeze. But like I said, each one of them you could see has a special action. Wonder Woman has a rope. I'm pretty sure Lex Luthor, his hand, which you probably can't see in the picture, does have a little green ring on it. That has a magnet in it to basically do the exact same thing that this magnet does on the kryptonite ring. The Penguin with his umbrella. The Riddler actually had little slips of paper that had riddles on them. Then of course Mr. Freeze, I think he used to change colors if I'm not mistaken, and Robin with the chopping action. But yeah, right here they show the ring, and they show Superman kind of shaking as if he was going to fall over. This is the one I wanted to show off first and do a little video on, because I'm sure a lot of you out there had these action figures, these superheroes, when you were kids. You probably have not seen these things in quite some time. And Superman was always one of the cool ones. I mean, come on, because he's Superman, you know, what else what else is there to say about him? And if you have looked at these things online to try to buy them, you do know what these things go for, and to get them in packages is even far more difficult, and especially a package that is damn near flawless. So yeah, you can only imagine what these kind of things are going for now, and it seems like the prices are only going up. But Superman, one of my all-time favorites, probably one of everybody's all-time favorites, especially when you were a kid. I mean, you had to have a Superman in your collection, and this one was extremely, extremely cool. So let me know in the comments, did you guys collect and play with the DC Comics superhero action figures when you were kids? And if you did you have Superman? Which ones did you have? Marvel also had their own line of figures this exact size, and you could have some pretty epic crossover battles, which I would love to hear about. So let me know in the comments down below if you had this figure, if you had any others like it, and if it's something that you would be interested in getting again. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.